Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out your questions and I'll do my very best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the news, we'll talk about altcoins. I'm going to be moving some crypto around for you guys. We'll try a couple of cross-chain transfers and see what happens. If it works out or it doesn't work out, it'll be food for thought, right? Let's go ahead and get started. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm here again with the rig on Saturday night. We've got everything working technically wise, it looks like. So I'm going to jump right in. There's a lot of news, and it's crazy times. So there's a lot of war and politics involved with Bitcoin these days. Kind of weird, but it is. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump on in and see what's going on with everybody tonight. I want to thank everybody that has jumped in and joined so far. I haven't noticed any questions yet. Blessed Tree mentioned some NFTs on Cosmos. I haven't tried that yet, but we will be playing around with Osmosis tonight. And if I don't mention Ledger Live and the Cosmos app, let's just kind of jar my memory, but I will try to talk about that a little bit. But thank you guys for being here. Let's go ahead and pop out the chat so that I can put it over on the other side. So you can see my entire screen and I can see what you guys are asking me about. All right. Oh, we need to be on this camera, right? Camera 2. Okay. Here we are. All right. Got that. And I think we are good to go, right? I'm going to put this down just a tad. How far can this? Oh, this can go all the way over here. Yay. Oh, the wonder of Windows, little Windows. I have to mention, just off the bat, we talk a lot about technology. In like 86 or 87, I was taking some college classes at the Indiana Purdue University. And they had a computer lab there of little PCs, IBM PCs. And we had floppy disks and whatnot. And I remember I was learning, I believe it was WordStar, that was the big word processor. Microsoft Word hadn't come in and taken over yet. And it was mostly keyboard based. And I remember I was completely enamored, fascinated by the fact that I could write a document like a paragraph, and then I could select a sentence, copy it, or cut it, and then move it to another part of the document, and then paste it. I was just like, that was like whoa! I was just like so impressed by that. And now we copy, and paste like nothing these days. We take it for granted. But technology is a beautiful thing, and Bitcoin is an emerging, nascent technology. So why don't we go ahead and jump on in to the news, right? So here's our market wrap. Cryptos were mixed amid global uncertainty. There's been, people are not sure how to take this war in Europe. I mean, the last time we had a war in Europe, I was thinking about this. It started small, the Germans attacked Poland, and I don't know how long that went on before the rest of the world got involved. But it seems like so far we're trying to keep it localized. And the war that has been declared is a quasi-financial war, right? The retaliatory moves that are being made by the EU, NATO, and US against Russia are financial and much more biting than they would have been back in 1939, right? But needless to say, let's just hope that it stays like a local incursion and it's not going to, draw the world into real open warfare. That's uncertainty, right? Markets don't like uncertainty, right? So the markets have just been kind of going up and down on good news, bad news kind of stuff that's been coming out. So we did have a pop on Friday of Bitcoin, 7% in London over positive movement in negotiations. I don't remember who he said that to. I don't think that he said it to anyone. Somebody relayed the message that, oh, yeah, I was talking to Putin and he said there's been positive movement. I think it was maybe the president of Belarus. I don't know. But anyway, that was soon dampened when, negotiations fell through. Now, also, there are regulatory crackdowns on crypto. We'll talk about a little bit of those tonight. Because of these financial sanctions, crypto is kind of getting sucked in to the regime, right? We don't want people using, the United States and the West, don't want people trying to evade sanctions using cryptocurrency, Russian oligarchs, right? But they're also telling normal people like you and me not to help people do it. So it's a little scary. But so we've got, people using crypto to help Ukraine, right? Ukraine is, needs help, and people are donating crypto. And I think Ukraine just like said, okay, here's our Bitcoin address. Send us Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever. That's amazing, really. It's really amazing that crypto is being used in that sense, right? So we got great adoption news, and we've got a little bit of scary regulatory news, but good and bad, right? So let's take the bitter with the sweet. Why don't we, right? So here we go. U.S. and EU, United States and European Union, double down on measures against Russia potentially using crypto to evade sanctions, right? So, they've basically said, don't help them, right? And among the regime is the U.S. Treasury Department. Let's see, we agreed on further steps to support defense in Ukraine and increase sanctions against Russia, right? This is the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, who's said he talked to Biden. I bet that was a lively conversation. But he talked to Biden and he wants help, And so they're trying basically to put the squeeze on Russia using financial tools, right? And so, they're trying to sanction, they are sanctioning them, and they're cutting off their banks, and there's lots of U.S. businesses that aren't doing, business over there anymore. Shipping companies aren't using their ports, so they're trying to put the squeeze, but they don't want any of, the rich oligarchs in Russia to somehow use crypto to evade the sanctions, whatever face that takes. And they mention that in the article down here. This is the president. Yeah, President Ursula von der Leyen. That's a pretty name, right? Talking about what we don't want people to do, right? What we're trying to do. And then number 3 here, make sure the Russian state, didn't mean to do that. Make sure the Russian state and its elites cannot use crypto to circumvent sanctions. There you go. President of EU mentioning Bitcoin. Hey, Bitcoin's sitting there, drinking a beer and eating potato chips. He's like, hey, I just got mentioned on the telly. Bitcoin. Yeah, come look. I'm mentioned on the telly. All right, so Bitcoin's happy that he's getting, a mention, on the president of the EU. But I think what I wanted to point out was that I think it's the no, I can't find it. What was it? It was the United Arab Emirates, I believe, that were involved, and people. Oh yeah, here we go. United Arab Emirates for Solutions. Yeah, so I guess some Russian oligarchs went to the United Arab Emirates and said, "Hey, we've got crypto. Do you have real estate or whatever?" They're trying to liquidate large amounts of their money using crypto, right? So I don't know where they bought the crypto. They probably bought it maybe on a local uh, peer-to-peer thing or over-the-counter Bitcoin in Russia or at some. There are Russian cryptocurrency exchanges, right? So anyway, uh, United Arab Emirates, right? We've seen a lot of Russians and even Belarusians coming to Dubai and bringing whatever they can bring, even in crypto. Said an unnamed real estate broker whose company partnered with a crypto firm, right? So they are trying. Mhm. Now, now also, Coinbase, Kraken, who both of them are in the U.S., said they would freeze assets of individuals named in sanctions. I don't know. I mean, when they talk about people named in the sanctions, they're talking about specific Russian rich guys, right? But they may also, have sort of a blanket ban on anybody that's Russian, right? Which seems kind of harsh, right? But they're gonna, I guess, so anybody that's Russian, or is connecting from Russia is gonna get their accounts frozen if they've got a Coinbase or a Kraken account, which is a little disheartening, right? Binance said users with accounts from sanctioned Russian banks would not be able to use them, right? So if you are connecting to Binance using a Russian bank that is on the sanction list, they will freeze your account. Or if you're trying to use payments from MasterCard and Visa cards issued in Russia. Now, CZ points out, though, that there's a lot of hypocrisy in all of this, right? There are 350 banks in Russia, only about a dozen are on the sanction list. So, the people that are announcing the sanctions want to sound tough, but they didn't mention that, there's 350 minus 12 banks that can still do business, right? Also, Europe is still buying commodities and oil from Russia. I mean, the United States made a big deal about saying, "Oh, we're not going to buy Russian oil anymore," but they didn't really buy that much, right? So we still have this sort of half-hearted, we're at war, but we still want to buy stuff from you kind of stuff going on. It's kind of weird. Anyway. I won't get into it, right? I'm not in the middle. I'm not buying anything Russian. But I do wonder, right? I do wonder, and we'll talk about this a little more, just hypothetically, if on my mother's side I had a Russian granny, right? It's possible, right? And she's, I don't know, let's say she's in Italy, right? Or she could be in Russia proper, whatever. And I send granny $50 every month because I bought her old beater, but when she still lived here, right, her car, and I said, "Okay, Granny, I'll pay you $1,500 for this car if you don't mind me sending you $50 a month for however long it is," right? So if I'm trying to send Granny my $50 and I can't, does that make me a violator? If I use Bitcoin, I go like, "Granny, you got a Bitcoin wallet? Send me your Bitcoin address. I can send you that $50. I owe it to her, right? She could use it, right? So it's kind of tough, right? I don't know the answer to that. Fortunately for me, I don't have a Russian granny, and that's in Italy or Russia or wherever. So it's not a problem that I'm facing right now. But maybe some people might be, right? They might have. I think I heard some story about a Russian guy who moved to the U.S. like 30 years ago, and he went to his bank and they wouldn't serve him or whatever because he was Russian. I don't know. Just, I don't know. And then, so here we are, the Treasury. So the main thrust of the sanctions were coming from the U.S. Treasury Department. And here we go. We got Treasury Department issues guidance on using crypto to evade sanctions. And this is kind of a little more of a clarification. Here's the meat of it right here. This is the part that you and I really could affect us, right? U.S. persons, that's me. I'm a U.S. person. Most of us are U.S. persons, although there are a lot of people on the live stream from other countries, and I welcome you guys here. But I'm sure that I have a lot of my main demographic are in the U.S., right? So U.S. persons, including virtual current. And now this is including virtual. I get it, Binance and whatever. Virtual wallet host. I'm wondering what that means. Companies that make wallets, virtual wallets. What's a virtual? I've never heard of a virtual wallet. Is it like sort of a wallet? It's in the. It's in the. I don't know. Whatever. A virtual wallet. It's not a hardware wallet. And other service providers, right, such as those that provide nested service for foreign exchanges, I don't know what the hell that means, are generally, that means most of the time, you're mostly prohibited, generally prohibited, from engaging in or facilitating prohibited transactions, including virtual currency, in which blocked persons have an interest. Okay, so there's my granny who lives in, let's say she lives in Belarus, right? Let's make it harsh. And I owe granny money and I can't get it to her, the normal way I usually do because the bank's been cut off. And so if I transfer her crypto, I'm in violation of the sanctions, apparently. I don't know. Right? Seems pretty harsh, right? And then let's see. I think I wanted to show you this, right? It's linked in this article, right? So the article that I linked down in the description has this link here, which takes you to this page, which gives you a lot more information about the specifics of the announcement, right? It's pretty amazing. It's amazing that the government is specifically talking about crypto, right? They used to just make fun of it from afar. And then the big news for crypto this week was Biden's executive order, which I'm sure he wrote every word of, and articulately, in his little study after dinner, with his little quill pen, he wrote this executive order out. I'm going to announce something tomorrow. All right. So anyway, it definitely wasn't written by his handlers. So anyway, this executive order talked about crypto. It's basically a call to action. It's not really any hardcore or hard and fast regulations, right? It's a call to action to different agencies to come up with some ideas. Just come up with some ideas so that then maybe that we could pass some laws to solidify this kind of stuff. But most of the reaction has been positive, right? First of all, it's not an outright ban, which is great. And then a lot of people talked about, a lot of senators across the aisle, which is a good one, right? Bipartisan, right? I like that. Bipartisan praise is pretty good. This funny thing that Maxine Walters said, though, I didn't quite understand what she's talking about. It's an important step in understanding how the digital sector might shape the financial system and American society. She praised the call for further research into a central bank digital currency in particular. Bleh, we don't like that. Saying that people turned to crypto as an alternative to the financial system during the COVID-19 pandemic. I didn't hear about this. As an alternative, like during COVID, people started using Bitcoin because they couldn't get to their bank or whatever. I don't know. It just seems like a weird thing to say. I don't know who's been talking to her, but apparently, people were turning to crypto during the COVID pandemic, whatever that means. I mean, people were being more exposed to it, I think, and I don't know. The price went up. But anyway, just kind of an odd aside there. So a lot of Congress people happy. Elizabeth Warren still doesn't like crypto. She still thinks that it's dangerous, it's bad. I always kind of liked her. Back before she was a senator, she was like a professor, and she was like, seemed like really a realistic person as far as economics, really knew how the system worked and how the banks were, taking advantage of the little guy. And she seemed like, when she got elected, I thought, oh man, she's going to go in there and like stand up for the little guy and fight against big banks and big finance. And I don't know. I'm just surprised that she's against crypto, which seems counterintuitive to me. But what do I know? Whatever. Maybe she'll write me a nice letter. Now, I can't help but bring this little article up. I have these articles linked down below in the description. You guys can check them out. Just scroll down where it says show more, click show more. You'll see it. All these articles, right? I just couldn't pass up this opportunity to link to this article by Jonathan Turley, very distinguished person. And he's talking about, we're talking about, this is where we want to be responsible with crypto. We want to protect consumers and make sure, that it doesn't damage our, precious resources, and make sure that Bitcoin and cryptos are green, and we're so responsible, right? We want to make sure that everything's done correctly, right? We'll take our time, right? So here's an article about the 1.5 trillion omnibus spending bill that just got passed this week. Not only did the House pass it, but the Senate has already agreed, I think today, to send this over to the president. And it's 4,000 pork projects, 3,000 page bill, and no fiscal responsibility whatsoever, not a peep out of the Democrat or out of the Republicans or the Tea Party guys or the Libertarians. Nobody is objecting now that we're spending with wild abandon, with no financial or fiscal responsibility whatsoever. This is our government, right? And they brought this bill up for vote and didn't even give the members of Congress, let alone the public, a chance to even read it, right? And they sprung it at exactly the right time, right? It was a clever move at a perfect time. With Ukraine raging and people traumatized over the war, leadership like Speaker Nancy Pelosi kept bringing questions back to the $14 billion aid for Ukraine, right? They're like, hey, what about all that money that Schumer is getting for New York? What should we be worried about that? Like, no. Worry about Ukraine, right? Ukraine needs the money right now, so let's pass this bill, right? We're only giving $14 billion to Ukraine, right, out of this $1.5 trillion bill. But anytime anybody has a question, oh, the Ukraine people need it, so let's pass it right now, right? 3 days, right? You can't even read a 3,000-page bill in 3 days, basically, right? So they had to pass it without reading it. These are the people that want to be responsible for crypto, right? I'm sorry, I just had to bring this up, right? All right, so that's me on my soapbox. They haven't yanked my channel yet for talking crap about the government, so good, right? Let's see, where are we over here? Oh yeah, I got to look over here and see what's going on with everybody. All right, so here we go. We're back. I think I've got all the news covered. I do want to let everyone know we got a little itinerary here. I'm going to try and focus on questions because some of this stuff we covered last week. I haven't been doing a lot of buying recently because the market's been down. It's tough for me to buy when the market's down. When the market's up, I've got when things are green, I tend to take a little profit and then try to find some good buys and whatnot. I do a lot of selling and buying when things are green. When the market is down, it's like I hate to sell any of my crypto because a lot of them are at a loss, right? And a lot of them are long-term investments I don't want to be chipping away at. So it's I haven't been buying a lot this week, right? But here in the description, we've got that CoinTelegraph Markets Pro, which is a subscription-based service that you can use to help make informed decisions on the market and trading in crypto specifically, right? You might want to check that out if you want to up your trading game. All right. I'm more of a long-termer myself, but JDO mentioned this to me earlier. He asked me if I had talked about the new Crypto Life card powered by Ledger. All I can say about it is that it's coming and there's a waiting list, and I have a link there if you want to use my affiliate link to join the waiting list. I would appreciate it. We've got CoinStats for tracking your portfolio, Crypto.com, a big partner of mine, an iOS, Android-based cryptocurrency exchange. We've got the Ledger Nano S, got the Trezor. Any of these items that you're interested in, I would appreciate if you use my link if you decide you want to purchase any of these great products, right? Ledger Starter Pack. You can open a BlockFi account if you would like to earn interest on your crypto deposits, right? Coin Tracker for keeping track of your calculations in your trades, in your transfers, in your taxes. I had somebody ask me the other day, I don't know if I got back to him in the email, but he said, I don't want to put my wallets into Coin Tracker, for my taxes, because I don't want the government to know what I got in my wallet or whatever. And I was kind of like, you need to do that, right? Because if you don't put your wallets in Coin Tracker, when you transfer your coin or Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever from your exchange to your wallet, it's not going to know where it went, right? You have to put your wallets, connect all your wallets to Coin Tracker so that when you move crypto, it looks like you're moving it and not selling it, right? Because if you don't have your wallet addresses in Coin Tracker, then these outgoing transactions from your cryptocurrency exchanges are considered sales. And then when you transfer crypto back in again, it looks like it's coming from nowhere. It looks like it's another purchase, right? So yes, if you want to use Coin Tracker, and I understand if you don't, right? But if you want to pay your taxes correctly on your crypto, you need to put everything in Coin Tracker so that all of it is taken into account. Then when you move crypto from an exchange to your wallet, it's just a transfer, right? You haven't sold it. You want the government to know that, right? You want to say, look, I didn't sell anything, right? There's no capital gains here. I just moved it to my wallet, right? So yes, you need to connect all of your wallets to Coin Tracker. Anyway, some how to speed up MetaMask transaction using Alchemy, pretty cool. And then all the news that we've got tonight. And I think that covers it, right? So let's go back up to the top here and see what we were going to do. We did the wormhole last week. I should have taken that out. But we did, I did want to, I think we talked a little bit about BNB. And I have to say that the ADF, I believe that was his handle, was the one that brought it up originally. And I guess I was a little flippant and somewhat rude to him, and he made a comment on my one of my YouTube videos that I wasn't very nice, and I apologized to him for that. He sparked this whole, it took me like 3 weeks to finally figure out how we stake BNB using a ledger device. And when he first brought it up, I was kind of like, I don't think you can do it. And I apologize, and I would like to apologize to him publicly if he's here tonight. But I don't know. I think he was mad that I was, not very nice to him, and just left that comment. So anyway, I don't know if he's here tonight. Let me move this over here. The light isn't as good on this side, but hey, whatever. So like I said, I see someone gave me a tip. I wanted to see any ideas on Olympus DAO. I'm staking 670 at 1,000%. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for what you do. We have talked about Olympus DAO before on the live stream. I actually had put a little bit of Ethereum in there at one point. There. The only problem and so what we decided to do uh, was, or I decided that, Olympus DAO is Ethereum based, and so the fees are so high. Like when you transfer Ethereum into these contracts, it costs the transaction costs are really high. And then when you want to get everything out, it gets you again, right? When you decide you want to sell, you got to go over to like Uniswap to swap out your DAO, and then you get hit with more Ethereum fees. So trying to avoid fees, I think we jumped into, on the live stream here, I jumped into Wonderland and got my butt handed to me, right? This thing, I don't even know if it's even working anymore, right? It collapsed. The price it just collapsed. Oh, I guess it's still there. Oh, they're back. Okay. But I got out of it, with heavy losses. But if you're already in Olympus DAO, you should be okay. But you want to keep an eye on the price of G Ohm, right? Right now it's 28.92. I'm not sure I guess you wrap OHM, which is an ERC20 token. And this was the first one, the big one. This is what started the whole thing. I think what they do is that they have more assets than just crypto that they manage. It's kind of like a venture capital thing. And that's why they pay such a big APR. What was it? I think it's 96. I don't see it anymore. I guess I lost it. But that's the deal with Olympus DAO, right? I don't have any problem with it. I used it for a bit, but the Ethereum fees were really high. I think I dropped a whole Ethereum in there at one point because the market was up, everything was great, and like I looked at it and I was like, oh, $200 Ethereum gas fee. Oh well, put it in there. And I did. And I guess my holdings went up over time pretty quick because the APY was very high. And then at some point I brought it out. But like I said, in order to get it out, I had to go to Uniswap. And when you're in Uniswap and you're trying to trade a coin you've never traded before, you have to, in order to authorize the coin for trading, if you've never traded it before, it costs like Ethereum fees, right? So I got, I don't know, $97 Ethereum fee just to authorize the coin. And then when I went to swap, to swap the OEM back to Ethereum, it was like another $200 Ethereum fee. But so, it's real. I mean, it's real easy to say, oh man, I made like $300 profit. And then when you spend $300 in fees just to realize the gains, that's an exaggeration, but the Ethereum fees cut into your profit. So, but be aware of that and keep an eye on it, and leave it in there as long as you can stand it. Once you've authorized the token in Uniswap, you could like sell your profit on a regular basis so that you can realize your gains. That might not be too bad. But anyway, thanks for the tip, Todd. I appreciate it. Okay. Well, that was kind of cool. All right. All right. Don't look behind the screen. Rock on Rex. I heard Goldman Sachs is doing shady things to profiteer off the war. I wouldn't put it past them. Goldman Sachs, right? Dave Flowers still doing research, currently torn on this. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm kind of behind here. Send Granny Monero. Don't sweat it. Don't use exchanges for these things. I have Russian family. Nothing has changed for me. I just laugh at those scribbles by those gang members. Nice mobile Android. That's true. Crypto should have no borders and no politics, right? Who cares who's at war with who, right? It shouldn't really matter to the normal guy, and the normal guy in the U.S. and the normal guy in Russia that want to send crypto to each other. Shouldn't, right? Should, right? There shouldn't be any restrictions on them, and that's the whole idea of a decentralized system in the first place, is that we're stepping outside the system of top-down control, right? That's a good post, mobile Android. I appreciate that. I received 60% of the stars airdrop, just waiting for the NFT. And the other, okay, so Dan's probably talking about airdrops again, which, no, please relook. They have a Zap now. It turns out sushi, but it's integrated. I think you're missing out. Oh, can I click on Ethereum? Oh, I've had great gas fees recently. I used to think that, but I'm averaging 17 to 20 bucks, so not so bad. Cool. Sorry, Todd, you were like replying to everything I was saying, right? Yeah, I mean, I could switch over to the Ethereum mainnet, but there's no Ethereum in this wallet, right? So, first time wrapping. Let's see what happens when I click approve. Okay, $2.61. I can deal with that. That's not bad, right? And then also, it looks like they've got Avalanche too. So, got OS on Avalanche Arbins. We don't switch to these networks, right? We could switch over to Avalanche and work over there. A lot cheaper, right? Pancake Swap wants me to switch back. But yeah. Oh, and let's see. Wallet. Let's see. This wallet, right? What are you doing here? Oh, I'm there. I guess I'm there. I just don't have anything in there. I don't know if it's connected or... Oh, yeah, there. Yeah, it's connected. Through Avalanche, right? I believe we're in Avalanche right now. So, yeah, I take back everything I said about their high Ethereum fees. Apparently, I was wrong about that. All right, sounds pretty good. Hey, Rex, just saying hi and thanks for the list of words to reset my Nano X. You rock, man, and don't ever give me your phone number. You'll be on speed dial. You rock, man. Yeah, I've had a few people that try to do restores, and I forgot, there was a gentleman that asked me about a restore. Let's see. I want the word list here. A lot of people are really terrified and frightened of crypto in general, and the ledger device. They're just terrified that they're going to lose their money on this. And when they get this backup phrase, they're also terrified, and a lot of them don't realize that all of these are real words, right? Even though it's crypto and everything, this list was chosen because they are real words, right? So there are no misspelled backup code words. It's like, oh, maybe it's been misspelled, because it's super secret and blah, blah. It's not. They are real English words, and they should be spelled correctly. But a lot of people, when they write down their code, their 24 words, they're a little sloppy, or they're in a hurry or whatever. They just want to get to the fun part of getting some crypto or whatever, and they write sloppy. And then when the unthinkable happens and they're trying to restore their device, something goes wrong because they can't read the words they wrote, or they wrote the word down wrong because they weren't paying attention. And I had somebody ask me, says, hey, I'm trying to put in my recovery phrase and it's not taking it. What do I do? I'm freaking out. And I said, well, look at the word list and double check all of the words that you're putting in that you wrote down, and make sure they are on this list, right? Because I had a friend, it was all of his retirement funds. He had somehow reset his ledger. He couldn't access his accounts in Ledger Live because it kept saying something went wrong. So he needed to do a restore, and he got halfway through the restore and it wouldn't take it. And he was like, oh my God, I just lost all my retirement account. I don't know, it was like 300-400 grand or whatever it was. And so we went through step by step his words, and not all. I didn't want to see his word list, but he had written down done, D-O-N-E, because that was the word that was stuck, right? So D-O-N, there is no D-O-N-E, right? There's D-O-N-A and D-O-N-K, right? So the word done is not in there. So I said, look, why don't we try to find another 4-letter word that starts with D that maybe looks like done, right? And so we came down here and we found Dune, D-U-N-E. So obviously when he wrote it down, his U looked sort of like an O, and so he thought it was done. So we were able to fix his problem, right? It was just that one word that it wasn't entering it incorrectly. So I don't know if it's Airborne Ranger, but I think you had the same issue. And I said, hey, check the list, see if it jives. If it doesn't, see if you can find the right word, and you should be able to, successfully restore your device. For those of you who are wondering what the hell I'm talking about, we're talking about restoring a device. All right, let's jump into Ledger Live real quick. I wanted to mention this. A lot of people who are new to the Ledger device are kind of like stuck on Ledger Live. It's a great piece of software, right? It's a wallet, basically. It's used to manage your wallets. You can add new wallets, you can subtract wallets, you can look at your history, you can see your balances. I personally don't use it as a portfolio tracker. It kind of gives me an idea, like this little portfolio balance up here. I can kind of look at it and go, okay, but it's not a very good portfolio tracker. What's this 26% down? That doesn't make any sense, right? What it tracks is like, when I subtract and add crypto, it counts it as subtract and add up here. So it's like, oh, your portfolio's down 10% today. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I just transferred $1,000 worth of Bitcoin to crypto.com or whatever, right? So it's not a good portfolio tracker. It's also not a really good manager for a lot of different cryptos, like Solana, for example. Let's take Solana. They just added Solana support. Yay, everybody's happy. Okay, great. But it really is only good for deposits and withdrawals and checking your balance. That's about all it does for Solana, right? And this is my Ledger account. I can take this same Ledger account, the same Ledger device, and connect it to Phantom Wallet, right? Is that the same one? I think it's the same one. Yeah. All right. So the exact same wallet on my Ledger, right? The private key is on my Ledger. In Phantom, I can check my balance, I can check my history, but I can also manage NFTs on Solana. I can swap in Solana between Solana and other tokens. I mean, I've got so much more functionality in Phantom, right? So why am I using Ledger? Well, I don't really. I just, like some people that all they did was buy some Solana and they want to store it safely and securely on their Ledger and they want to see it in Ledger Live. More power to them, right? But there are so many more tools out there that are much more functional than Ledger Live. So don't be all hung up on. And then I had, after I posted the video on how to use Ledger Live with Solana, people were like, oh, should I delete my Phantom wallet now? Should I delete my Soulflare wallet now? I'm like, no, you don't have to. Same balance in different wallets. It doesn't, you're not deleting anything, right? You're not going to delete the sol on the blockchain. So, right? And then another thing also, you can see that I can manage Cosmos in Ledger Live. Well, Cosmos is kind of broken in Ledger Live. This particular address here, if we do receive, yeah, this is the address of my Kepler wallet. It's this, right? The private key for the wallet is on here. So, but that's the receiving address that I see over on Kepler. Let's take a look at it. Boop-a-doo, if I can get to the right wallet, it'll be a miracle. Right. Okay, yeah, same. Notice the balance is 1.9. That is 7 TRSH. That's the exact same address. So the private key is safe and sound on my Ledger device, but functionality-wise, Kepler works. Ledger Live does not, right? The Ledger Live has been broken for Cosmos for I don't know how long, a week or two, maybe more. I don't know. But why would I mean, you can stake in Cosmo. I mean, you can stake in Ledger Live. But it's much more versatile and functional in Kepler over on Osmosis, right? So don't be all hung up on, oh, it's got to work in Ledger, right? I got to see it in Ledger, right? Just kind of like let Ledger go. It's great for beginners, but if you really want to use good functional tools and still have your private key on your hardware device, there are so many tools out there like Kepler and Phantom and Soulflare for Solana. And I mean, there's just so many good tools out there. So don't get all hung up because things don't work in Ledger Live or you can't see the balance in Ledger Live, or there's a weird ERC20 token that's not supported in Ledger Live, but you can see it over in Uniswap, or MetaMask. Oh, that's another one. MetaMask is so much more powerful and functional than Ledger Live when it comes to managing Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain and Avalanche and Polygon. Just like Ledger Live is a very simple wallet for beginners, really. It tries to add additional functionality, but there are so many better tools out there than Ledger Live. I like Ledger Live. I think it's great, and it's one place where I can see a lot of my crypto. But don't think it's the end all be all, and don't get all bent out of shape when it doesn't support your favorite crypto and you have to use a third party wallet. That's a good thing, right? That's better. Okay, so we had that. So, okay, I want to try to focus on questions tonight. I did want to move a little crypto around. I think we were going to try... I just want to get my bearings here. Oh, I wanted to buy some Luna. Because Luna is doing great lately. Let's see, where is Luna tonight? It looks like it's about 86, right? But it was up almost 100. It was over 100 a couple days ago, which I'm not sure what its all-time high is. Let's take a look. Let's see. All-time high for Luna is 103, which it hit 3 days ago, right? So Luna hit all-time highs 3 days ago. Good coin, right? We'll talk a little bit more about what's great about it, but it's amazing that it's doing so well when Bitcoin and Ethereum are still way off their highs. Anyway, we'll check some of that out. So let's see. But I wanted to point out, if you want to buy Luna, let's get rid of the news here. You have to be aware that there's native Luna and then there's wrap Luna. And then you can buy Luna on, I don't think you can buy it on Binance US. Let's double check. I know you can buy it on Kraken. Let's see what happens here. All right, let's put this in here. Binance US. Okay. All right. I don't think you can buy Luna here. I'm pretty sure you can't. Just want to confirm that. No, you cannot. But try it over here, and what are you going to get? You're going to get this wrapped Luna, which it does track the price of Luna, right? So if all you're doing is trading on Coinbase Pro, and you're leaving your assets on the exchange, and you're just swing trading, day trading, or even short-term trading, and it's all on Coinbase Pro, fine, right? But God help you if you want to withdraw this somewhere to a regular Luna wallet, because the withdrawal from Coinbase will cost you Ethereum fees, right, which Coinbase passes on to you. And then once you get it in your own wallet, this W Luna, you'll have to convert it over to real Luna if you want to use it on Terra Station or Anchor Protocol or anything. And that conversion is going to cost you more Ethereum fees. So you want to avoid that, right? We don't want to. We did that a couple months back. We bought Wrap Luna, we withdrew it, and then we converted it, and I don't know, we ended up like $150 worth of Ethereum fees. Now, the Ethereum fees are lower lately, I'm hearing, or whatever, but still, right? We want to avoid that. So you can buy Luna, native Luna, on Kucoin, right? Kucoin is out of the Seychelles Islands. But the only problem with Kucoin, it's not really a problem, is that it has no fiat on-ramps whatsoever, right? So there's no way to connect your bank account or your debit card. So the only way to use KuCoin is you have to be savvy. You have to know, okay, I want to buy a coin, so let's make a deposit with Bitcoin or whatever coin I happen to have right now on KuCoin, and then we'll swap that for some other coin, whatever coin we're after, right? We might have to swap from like Bitcoin to Tether, and then use Tether to fund our other trade. Let's say if it's Luna, right? So Bitcoin to Tether, Tether to Luna, and then we've got Luna, real Luna. But that's a little tough for people that aren't that savvy. Why does he keep telling me to do this? I don't want to do this. But once you have Luna, you will be able to withdraw it using the Luna network, right? And you could even make a deposit of ERC20 based Luna. Now, I don't know if that wrap Luna you buy on Coinbase would play nice with KuCoin, right? KuCoin might be expecting Luna proper ERC20 based, but wrap Luna might be a completely different thing. So I wouldn't want to mess around with that, right? But we can easily buy, and do I have this thing in here? Yeah. Okay, good. I have my little YubiKey over there. Okay, they just listed some new coins here. Kraken's been, making things easier, right? It was a little hard to use back a few years back. It only used wire transfers, and it was just kind of clunky. But it supports a lot of crypto, right? Which is cool, and it is a U.S.-based cryptocurrency exchange. And so we can easily, use this buy crypto. I think the cheapest way would be to like make a deposit of US dollar first and then trade that. It would be cheaper. But I think it's still going to be like a 3 to 5 business day before you can actually use it, right? But this buy crypto thing they've got here now, we can just hit buy. And then they have Terra, right? We could buy 50 bucks worth of Terra. Whoops. Should we buy 100? Let's buy 100. We'll buy 100. Oh, yeah. Let's keep jiggling. I don't know. But instead of paying with my US dollar balance, which had I made a deposit would work, I can go directly from my bank account, right? And it's 100, right? Oh, okay. Boop, I did it. Right, it's a $2 charge, right? Because they're giving me the convenience of doing it right away. We'll hit confirm here. And it's easy peasy, right? You don't have to go through a lot of steps. I have my YubiKey as my hardware two-factor authentication, but it just asks me to touch that when I log in. It doesn't ask me a lot of questions when I'm trading. I guess it assumes that if I was able to get in with the hardware device that it must be me, right? Which makes sense, right? And then I would like to withdraw that Luna, so I can just go over here to funding. And then we'll go down here to Terra and do a withdraw. And I've already whitelisted my, let's see, I'm in Brave here. Yeah, see, I've already whitelisted my Terra station address, which is over here. So I can just pull that down there. Oh, it's already in there. Oh, okay. Maybe I did. I wasn't paying attention. Just withdraw it all, right? 100 bucks worth of Luna. Let's hit withdraw. And there we go. That was pretty easy, right? So if you're looking to buy Luna, if you want to get on the Luna gravy train, buy it at its all-time high like I just did. Actually, it's down now. It's like 89, right? So it's off its high. Kraken is a good way to do it, right? It's a U.S. based, so you don't have to, do anything shady or crazy and, open an account on some weirdo, Singaporean or Korean, exchange, right? You're in the good old U.S. of A, and you can buy native Luna and drop it right in your wallet with low fees, right? They didn't charge me because the Luna fees are very cheap. The withdrawal fee was 0.1. Well, what's 0.1? Isn't that 10 bucks? Seemed kind of high. Did I get hit with 10 bucks? I don't know. Let's take a look here. Fee 0.1 Luna. Oh, okay. Well, let's double check that. I think that's $10. Yeah, so maybe it's not ideal. Yeah, 8.6 tonight. Right, it's an $8 withdrawal fee, so that's not that great. But I think Kucoin, what would they? I don't know what they charge. I can't really see it here. I think theirs is 0.01 Luna, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong about it. But yeah. But it was convenient, right? And it was $100, $8 out of 100. Plus the 2 that they charged me when I bought it with my bank account. That's like 10 bucks I paid on that 100. That's not too great. But at least I got some Luna, right? And then we can go over here to Terra Station. And did it come in? I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at history. I think it did. Yeah, that's it, right? Is that today's date? Oh, 8 seconds ago. Okay, that makes sense. So buy, store in your own wallet. And by the way, this particular wallet is a ledger-based wallet. Let me see if I can disconnect it. Where is it? There's got to be a way to do that. Oh, manage wallets, right? Yeah, so I could disconnect it. Where'd my Luna go? Did I just lose all my Luna? No, of course not. It's stored safely and securely on my ledger device. Right, so all I have to do to get this wallet back is to go over here. Whoops. Boop-a-doo. I don't know why it wants me to open Cosmos. Let's go over here. I must have been doing something. Oh. All right, cancel that. So we go over to Luna. Where'd it go? Okay. Sorry. I got distracted. There's a timer, Amazon timer going on. My son, will be 9 next week, has this thing. His system is if he goes upstairs and there's no cold Coke or Pepsi or root beer in the fridge, he'll grab one out of the 12 pack. Room temperature. He'll stick it in the freezer, and then he'll say, "Echo, set timer for 20 minutes," right? And then he goes, "Oh, she just did. Echo, cancel timer."
20-minute timer canceled.
So then he goes downstairs and he's on his computer and the timer's going off upstairs. And my wife is like, "Who set the timer?" It's always my son, of course. All right. Now I would like to connect using my Ledger device, right? Let's hit connect. And it's back. Boom. See? That's the beauty of a Ledger device, right? You can put your private key on there, and then, your computer someone could come in with a sledgehammer and smash your computer. All you got to do is go to a different computer, launch this website, and reconnect your device. Boom. You got access to your funds, right? That's what's great. And if somebody crushes my ledger with a hammer, then I'll just buy another ledger and use my 24-word recovery phrase, and I got all my wallets back. Easy. It's great. All right. Let me turn this off for a sec. So we bought some Luna. Okay, that's great. Let me see what's going on with the questions. Any questions tonight? Wow, you saved him from losing his retirement fund. I'm sure he is immensely grateful. Yeah, I was pretty happy. The guy that I helped had. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he called me early in my CryptoDad days, and somehow he got my phone number. Must have been somewhere. And he goes, "Hey, is this the CryptoDad?" And I hung up on him. I was freaking out. Oh my God. And then I guess I called him back, and I was like, what can I help you? And we kind of got to talking, and turned out he's a very nice guy, and he lived sort of in the area, but he came through my neighborhood on his way out to some relatives on a fairly regular basis. It was probably like a 40-minute drive from where he lived. But he came and we met at a coffee shop and worked together, and I helped him manage his crypto a little bit and with some questions that he had. Yeah. And then he moved, and then we did some Zoom sessions, and that was where he called me with that problem with his 24-word recovery phrase. Barbara, I did the same thing. I put the wrong word on my spreadsheet, but thankfully kept the handwritten page and found my error. Heart does skip a beat for sure. Yeah. I originally transferred 20 Atom to Ledger, and since getting Kepler, I've added 20 more Atom, but they don't show in Ledger Live, only the first 20, right? Yeah. Ledger Live is broken for Atom right now. They're working on it. Hopefully they'll fix it. But you can easily, if you see it in Kepler, it's there. Don't worry about Ledger Live. Ledger Live. JDO, I went on to Vet Sync and can't find the public key. If you don't have a Ledger Nano S, Ledger Nano X, you don't have two different 24-word recovery if you want a mirror copy. Yeah, I get a lot of people that are confused. I had a guy, I need to give him my carefully worded response. He said, all my accounts in Ledger Live, when I try to manage them, say, oops, something went wrong. And then he gives me the long story about, I know I only have one recovery phrase. Right? So he says, and then he goes on, and then he says, I have two Ledger wallets. I think he means to, so it's not clear, right? But if he has two ledgers, then he should have two recovery phrases, unless he bought one ledger and then bought a second ledger and did the mirror copy that XR, who's talking about the mirror copy? Chulun, 1970, right? But there's so much confusion. People get so confused. They're in the middle of a firmware update and the device flakes on them and they do a reset. And then when they go to do the reset, they don't do recover, they do set up as new. And then it asks them to write down another 24-word recovery phrase. And so they write it all down. And then now they have two different configurations. They have the original configuration and the original 24-word recovery phrase. And now they have a new configuration and a new 24-word recovery phrase. And the new configuration does not jive with any of their original accounts because it's a different configuration. I had somebody say, should I just throw away that old recovery phrase? I'm like, no, don't. That's where all your crypto is, you know. So yeah, people get confused. And that reminds me, my dad sent me a link to a story. Let's see if I can find it here. Let me see if I can find it. God, it's going to make me go through all this. Apple. You know, there was some dude that sued Apple for their two-factor, for forcing them to use their two-factor, claiming that he was wasting their time. I hope he won, man, because Apple is just, their two-factor is so, like, jiggy. Okay. Where is the search? They don't have search anymore? Okay. All right. Here. Here, this is it. Crypto investor lost 120K by clicking one bad link, right? Ooh, scary. Wow. He just clicked a link and he lost all his crypto? So, and, you know, it's like people read stories like this and they freak out. And I don't know if it's like these financial, like Yahoo Finance, right? They want everybody to fear crypto, right? And the name is the name of the guy is Power of the Gods, which is kind of a weird name. I think this is his Reddit post, right? So I was intrigued, right? And I was like, wait a minute, how? And he says he had a ledger device, and they stole all the crypto off his ledger device because he clicked one bad link. Doesn't add up, right? I read this story through several times to kind of get an idea as to what he was talking about. I couldn't, and there's inconsistencies in the story, right? I get a lot of these stories where they'll say, hey, my crypto just vanished. I didn't do anything wrong. Somebody hacked me. And then, you know, you read their account. It's like the cops are interviewing the witnesses, you know, and it's like, it just doesn't add up, right? The story isn't consistent, you know. So from reading the story several times through and reading everyone's questions back and forth about what he did and how he did it, most people are like me, right? Most people in this say he obviously revealed his 24-word recovery phrase at some point, right? Just, first of all, clicking a link does not mean that they're going to steal your crypto. You can't just click a link and have somebody steal your crypto. You have to click a link and then do something else after that link takes you somewhere, like add software or, you know, authorize some kind of thing. Just clicking a link is not going to like make it steal all your crypto, right? That's what people think that. It's not true. Don't click bad links. I'm not saying go out there and click bad links. I'm just saying it takes more than just clicking a link for all your crypto to suddenly disappear, right? So basically his story is that he had 3 MetaMask wallets. He calls them hot, and he has 1 ledger device, which he said is attached to his MetaMask, but it's not clear. But from what we gather, all the Redditors and everything, from what we gather is that he when he set up MetaMask, he used his Ledger 24-word recovery phrase in MetaMask, right? So that basically exposed his Ledger seed phrase to MetaMask. Now, apparently he did something, and then he got malware on his computer, and they were able to steal his MetaMask. That's not out of the realm of possibility. But that's the best scenario that I think happened, and a lot of Redditors think happened. In fact, one of the Redditors mentioned that this guy is not, a paragon of reliability, and he it's tough growing up in public, right? So this guy, this Power of Gods, had just joined this cryptocurrency subreddit, and all his past posts were in other subreddits, and in these other subreddits he was saying, "Oh, I can't figure out how to set up this gaming rig or something." Whoever the post was like, this dude has been posting for months in these other subreddits, and he didn't have enough money to buy an $800 rig or whatever, and now all of a sudden he's losing 120 grand in crypto. Doesn't make sense, right? So I don't know the whole story, but I guess my point is that the ledger is a very secure way to store your crypto, and it just does not get miraculously wiped by clicking one bad link, right? And that's what this story wants us all to believe. A crypto investor lost $120,000 by clicking on one bad link. There it is, black and white. No qualifications whatsoever. He lost $120,000 by clicking a bad link. I call BS, right? Not possible. Don't buy this BS. That's me. Now, Power of the Gods, if you're listening, call me out, right? I'm sure the guy lost his crypto, right? I don't know. Well, I'm not sure about that either, but, right. Most of the people that get hacked are not getting, the hackers don't reach in and steal the crypto out of their hardware device. They trick them into revealing their 24-word recovery phrase. End of story. Right? Anyway. Okay. I bought a Nano X, I got locked out. Okay. I bought a Nano X, had a Nano S for a long time. When I tried to do a mirror copy, my Nano S seed phrase came up as invalid. I finally got locked out of my Nano S. Right. We talked about invalid seed phrases, right? Check the word list. Maybe you'll get lucky, right? That would be great. I sure hope you do. Let's see. Where are we down here? Do you think we'll have a dump next week due to the Fed announcement? Jay Smith. I don't know what it is. The Fed seems to be making announcements every frigging week now. If the Fed announcement next week is that they're raising the interest rates by 0.25 basis points, I don't expect a dump on that. We've known about that for several months now, right? They predicted that at the beginning of the year. That's already priced into the market. If he raises by 0.5, then that was also expected. That is not quite as expected as it was now, what with the Russia thing and the Ukraine and all of the sanctions and all this now, and runaway inflation. But I think the basis points were supposed to bring inflation down. So if we're still dealing with runaway inflation, it's possible that they might go ahead and go through with this 0.5 basis points, but I don't think so. I personally believe the banking system cannot afford to lower rates, or raise rates, pardon me. They can't. It's going to crumble. The system will crumble if they do. So they'll jawbone about it, right? But they won't. And I don't know. That's my theory, right? But this is not financial advice. My theory is that they cannot raise rates, but they'll act like they can. Yeah, they might delay it, right? And if they delay it, if they say anything, even like a hint, they whisper something to somebody at a party about maybe not raising rates right away, the market's gonna like jump for joy. But like this whole Ukraine thing, the market's just been jumping and dumping and jumping and dumping and jumping and dumping. So it's probably just gonna like get mixed in with the rest of the volatility. Crypto, I don't know. I'm hoping crypto will, what with the great adoption news, the great regulatory news, that crypto will be a good long-term investment, right? But if the stocks tank, crypto will probably follow, right? But my prediction, if you can call it that, is that the Fed will have to fess up sooner or later that they can't raise rates. Otherwise, this house of cards and this, this debt-based economy will collapse, right? So they're going to have to, they're never going to fess up. They're never going to say they were wrong. They'll just think of an excuse as to why they can't raise rates right now, right? And the market will like that. That's my take. Each ledger device generates a random master private key when you initialize it. And you write that 24-word recovery phrase down. Now, after that, and we haven't talked about this in a while, but why don't we? This is on the GitHub. Why don't we? We're talking about a hardware wallet here, right? So a hardware wallet can, from one seed, can create multiple wallets, right? So notice here that the seed is responsible for all of these new sub keys, right? So if the wallet is destroyed and restored using the recovery phrase, the seed is the same. So when you create these new wallets, they will be the same wallets that got created last time. It's deterministic, right? Type 1 deterministic seeded wallet. Now, that's the simple case. This is kind of more like what the ledger is. So you get this seed, which generates this master key. And from that master key, we can generate child keys. And then we can think of Bitcoin as one kid, Ethereum as its, younger, less couth sibling, right? And then over here, we've got that atom that never seems to work right. And down here, maybe we've got an XRP wallet or whatever. All of these wallets that get generated from this master private key are also deterministic, which means that if all of these wallets get destroyed, if someone hits your ledger device with a sledgehammer and you go buy a new ledger and then restore it using the master private key, every time you create a new Bitcoin wallet, the first time you add the Bitcoin app to the restored device, it will generate the exact same wallet it did the first time, and that will be the wallet that has all of your crypto in it, right? That's what we mean by deterministic, right? All of these wallets get recreated exactly the same every single time. You could destroy the ledger 5 times and restore new ledgers 5 times, and you'll always get the same wallets back when you add an app and create an account. Right? It's just the way it works. Mobile Android. Rex is cracking me up. I'm sitting outside in Monaco in the plaza just laughing out loud. My wife is sipping wine and laughing at me laughing. I hope your wife isn't doing like a spit take, right? Like she takes a big sip of wine and then when CryptoDad tells a joke or whatever. Yeah. Oh, by the way, thank you for Albert Giron for mentioning that I do have a couple of fresh videos from recent. I've been working on my thumbnails to make them more vibrant and eye-catching, right? So yeah, I did the Osmosis DEX guide this week. was kind of a pain. I recorded like an hour and a half worth of content and then had to go through and like shave it down. I think it ended up being like 49 minutes. It's really long video. But the YouTube has chapters now, so it makes it easy for people to jump to the parts they want to hear about. But I did spend a lot of time talking about how it all works, maybe more than I should have. All right. And then also I did the Solana, how to add Solana to a ledger live, right? We talked about that a little bit. And then I've got the Kepler guide on setting up Kepler, which are fairly recent, right? Crypto.com, instant transfers, good way to buy crypto on Crypto.com, right? Yeah, so been kind of trying to churn out videos lately, trying to keep up. But thank you for complimenting me on my efforts. It's sometimes, you just don't feel like recording videos, or you can't think of an idea for a video or whatever. Sometimes you have lulls, right? You might go a week or two without putting a video up. But I'm trying to get back on the horse and pump the videos out. I always stick to the live streams, which keeps me in the, in the groove, so to speak. When I first started this channel back in 2017, I think in 2018 I got kind of depressed with the market being down, and I think I went a couple months without doing a video. And then I think it was like mid to late 2018 I made a resolution to myself that said from this day forward I will do a live stream every week, right? Whether I feel like it or not, keeps me in the groove. All right. Okay, so let's see. Dan sent me something earlier. He decided that he wanted to buy this coin. Let me see if I can find it again. FJB, right? So I looked for it and I'm like, FJB, what are you doing with FJB? I don't see any FJB. And he goes, oh, no, go look on CoinMarketCap. I'm like, okay, CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap were the same guys that told me that Kina coin was a good idea. Turned out to not be. Kina Inu. What am I doing here? I meant a coin market cap. There we go. Coin market cap. Yeah. So yeah, we found it over here. FJB. Freedom Jobs Business. All right. So if you find a coin, and he showed me a picture of his phone, and he had it. I could tell that he was in a Binance Smart Chain wallet, right? So if you have a MetaMask wallet on Binance Smart Chain, and you want to add a coin, right, that you found, if you pull the MetaMask wallet up in the browser, and you put it on the right network, then you can go over here to this little icon and choose Add to MetaMask, right? And it will add the coin to your MetaMask wallet so that you can see it, right? I've already done it, right? We did it. I did it earlier. Or if you want to see it in PancakeSwap, you can copy the smart contract address into your clipboard. And when you go to PancakeSwap, if you've got BNB and you want to buy some of this other coin, you can just paste in the contract address. And there it is, FJB. I've already done this, right? But it's in there, right? So if I wanted to, I could take my one of my BNB and swap it for this coin if I wanted to. I don't think I do, all right? But that's how you buy like obscure coins, right? On, Binance Smart Chain. I don't know. Dan and I were just talking about this earlier. Freedom Jobs Business, FJB. He told me somebody was in on it. I don't know who. VM after you posted the same question 7 times, I asked you to stop. What question did he post? I thought I was kind of looking at his questions. Let me look at this. Oh, Bitgert? Yeah. See, I don't understand when people keep asking me about a coin over and over and over again. Bums me out too. Yeah. Anyway, I did want to try to. You remember last week we were playing around with Binance Wallet and we were gonna stake some BNB. I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and. I want to. This is not. Is this the wallet? This is the wrong wallet. Okay, bad. My bad. We did it in both browsers. I'm going to turn that off real quick. All right. Thank you, JDO, by the way. All right, so we got some BNB in here. We wanted to stake it natively, but you have to have at least one BNB. So I would like to move some BNB from that Binance Smart Chain wallet over to this wallet, like maybe 3. Let's see what we can do. But first, how do I get it in here, right? If I do a receive, that's a BNB address. That's not going to work for me. So I can switch. Notice I can switch over to BNB Smart Chain. And they want me to switch over to the Ethereum app because this is a ledger-based wallet, which is kind of interesting that they know to ask me that, but whatever. Let's do it. I will comply. Because they can't force my device. Ledger Live can, but they can't. Third-party wallets don't really have any. They can't, like, nudge the wallet like Ledger Live can. All right, so we want to get into the Ethereum app, right? All right, so I'm in the Ethereum app. Let's do that. I am on the Ethereum app. Okay. Select an account. Okay. Boo. Was this the one? I sure hope so. I don't know. I guess that's it. Why does it say BNB is in there already? That's kind of weird. Okay. Let's hit confirm. Oh, okay, so that's less, right? Okay, that's the Binance Smart Chain, BNB, right? So what I'm trying to do is I've got some Binance Smart Chain, BNB, over in MetaMask. And I would like to send it to that other wallet, right? So let's get the address. You need an address before you can send crypto, right? So I'm going to hit receive there, and there it is, right? That's the address. Binance Smart Chain. Okay, that is my Ledger device, by the way. I recognize that address. It's on the Ethereum virtual machine, right? There, I've got it in my clipboard. Let's go back over to MetaMask. Actually, let's put MetaMask out here so it won't disappear every time I try to go back and forth. All right, let's go ahead and send to this address. Okay. Let's do 3. What the hell? Let's hit next. Okay, let's hit confirm. I hope I don't lose it all. That's only $100,000 anyway. It used to be a lot more. We'll just give that some time. There it goes. Confirmed. Okay, now I didn't need to confirm anything on my Ledger because that wallet is just a plain old MetaMask. It's not connected to my Ledger device at all. So, but let's go over to Binance Wallet. And there, it's in there. Well, we got lucky that time. All right, but I want to stake it natively on Binance.org. I need native BNB. I need like the BNB2, BEP2, right? So I need to get it over to the other side. And how am I going to do that? All right, so now I got to go back to Binance Chain. Actually, it's not. But anyway, we'll do it. We'll comply with its directives, right? Let's see if we can find it here. That's Binance Smart Chain. No, I need the Binance Chain app. Been going through this with a friend of mine, Aaron. So there is a difference. Binance Chain. Okay, I'm on the Binance. Oi. Oh, whatever. Okay, there. Okay. Okay, why is it asking me all this stuff? Okay. Can you just show me my balance? Doggone it. Let's go back. Yes. Oh, here we go with all of this. This is Binance Chain ready. Okay, there we go. Okay, there it is. That's the address. This is on my Ledger device, but this is the Binance Chain app on my Ledger device. So it's not on the EVM, right? So, but we can, we'll confirm this. We're here where I want to be. Let's, we're going to do the receive, and we'll get that address, right? So what I'm trying to do is a cross-chain transfer. So it's going to tell me to switch back. I get it. Oops, I needed to. Doggone it. Let's make sure I'm in the right darn thing here. Okay, there. Okay, wrong Ledger app. Okay, let's see if it'll let me do this. Is it gonna let me do it? There you go. Yeah. That's it. Good. Now we have that Binance BNB address, the BEP2 network address from the other side of the wallet in our clipboard, right? So now I want to do a send, and I want to paste in that BNB address. It says cross-chain transfer. All right. So let's be conservative. Let's do 0.2. Let's do our send. We're in the right app, right? Should ask us to verify on the device. There. Oh, blind signing. Here we go. Blind signing, right? I need blind signing if I want to make this happen. Right? So let me go over here to settings. And then I'm going to toggle blind signing on, right? It says not enabled. I'll click both buttons. Now it's enabled, right? All right, let's get back over to this. Let's try it again. Right, okay, it's asking me to review. Blind signing, okay. 0.2 says ETH, but it's actually the BNB. Yeah. Transaction submitted successfully. Yay. That's kind of cool. I guess that should go away now. So yeah, now it should say 2.9, and now I'm gonna have to go back to the Binance chain again to confirm this. Whoops. Yeah, Binance chain. Let's confirm this. We're gonna switch back over to the other chain. All right. Boy, I'm really putting this thing through its paces there. Okay, there it is. Oh, okay. All right, now we should see some more come in here shortly, right? Our 0.2. Oh, there. It's in there, right? All right, good. We're good, right? Let's copy this in our clipboard one more time. Let's go back over to Ethereum. Oh, Lord in heaven. This is a real pain, huh? Okay. Okay, we're going to switch back over here to Smart Chain. All right. And now, what did we send? 0.2. So let's send the rest. 2.8. Yeah. All right, it's gonna make us confirm on the device. We got blind signing. We're gonna review. Let's go. Oh, it was a lot. Oh, both buttons. Transaction submitted successfully. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Let's go out. back over to Binance Chain. I'm doing this for that ADF who I was so rude to. I feel so bad. Now we just need the rest of it. If I did it correctly. Which I might not have. When I'm messing around. It happened really quick the first time. Why is it taking so long this time? Ugh. Oh, there it is. Glory be. All right, now we got that. So we're all good now. So what we want here are these three dots, and we want to go to staking. And who should we get? Does anybody have any suggestions? There was somebody here the last time I did this that was like very knowledgeable about all this. Greetings from Finland. If you want to trade crypto, render token, blah, 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 with stop loss, what exchange, and ugh. As a trading, I'm not a great trader, right? I just do market, so I mean, I can't really give you the best advice on which exchange has the greatest trading tools. I just help people manage wallets, basically. Sorry, I mean, I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I don't know if it's Coinbase or Kraken or Binance or Kucoin or whatever. I really don't know who has all the best fees because I kind of bumble past all that stuff. I'm having an issue with my Ledger and my Kepler wallet. It only shows one of my... Nobody ever listens to me. All right, we talked about this earlier in the live stream. Ledger Live is broken for Atom, and they're working on it. Okay, just trust Kepler. It's giving you the correct balance. Shows my Atom stakes from Kepler on Ledger, but my Kepler is connected. What? I'm having an issue with my Ledger and my Kepler wallet. Oh, I'm sorry. It only shows one of my Atom stakes from Kepler on Ledger, but my Kepler is connected. Can anyone help? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Looking for a possible solution. Do not stake on an exchange. No, we're not staking on an exchange. We're staking from the wallet. Does anybody know? Please disable blind signing. Okay, Todd, I've been through all this before too. We talked about this last week. The CTO of Ledger said don't use blind signing, but there are certain, I could not do this with blind signing enabled, right? And that's just in the, oh, was that in the Ethereum app? No, I believe that was, yeah, I guess it was Ethereum, right? So yeah, if we decide, okay, we're worried about blind signing, because they're going to steal all my crypto, yeah, I won't be laughing when I wake up one morning and my crypto is all gone, right? So we're using, we just used an app that needed blind signing, and so I enabled it, right? So if I want to be super safe, I could go back and say not enabled, right? You know. Right. So, but my point was last week is that there are certain things you can't do unless you enable blind signing. So either don't enable blind signing and don't do any of these things and just be safe in your little cocoon in the corner. Or if it asks you to enable blind signing for something to effing work, then do it so it'll work, right? But maybe don't go on like on OpenSea with your Ethereum app with blind signing not enabled. I don't know. Right. The thing is that the code for certain blockchains is too complicated for the Ledger app to interpret. So either it doesn't work, period, or you just let it kind of slide by. Or don't use a ledger at all and just use MetaMask, and then you have even less security. I don't know, right? But we did move it from the Ethereum chain over to the Binance Smart Chain. All right, nobody knows. Nobody's given me any advice on this. My opinion is best cryptocurrency, folks. No gas fees. Transactions for cryptocurrency. In my opinion, NANO is the best cryptocurrency. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I did. Don't be mean. I'm sorry. I'm being mean again. I'm sorry, Todd. I'm so sorry. No, I just thought you were giving me that knee-jerk thing that most people give because they read it somewhere that, oh, it's dangerous. So I apologize. I should have been mean. But maybe it got a chuckle out of you, hopefully. Anyway, nobody knows which one of these are good, so I'm just going to choose one willy-nilly. I don't know. The one at the TW, Trust Wallet Staking. What the hell? Let's do it. Let's hit delegate. Are we still in this, the right app? Oh, back. We need to go back to Binance Chain. Sorry, Todd. My bad. Let's go. I used to have a friend in college that it didn't take him long to determine people's weak spots. And with his sharp sarcasm and wit, he was able to demean anyone at will. I just remember. He was so cruel. So I'm sorry if there's a little bit of my friend in me when I don't mean to be cruel. But I do think people overreact a lot. And Todd was just reminding me he wasn't overreacting. But there are a lot of people out there that, like my grandma, my parents used to make fun of her. They'd say, oh, every time she sees something on the news or on TV, she thinks it's the God's honest truth. I gave her some ginkgo biloba to help improve her memory, and then she called me and she goes, oh, I'm not taking that ginkgo biloba. I saw a news thing and said that it's going to kill me. So I'm like, all right, fine, Grandma, don't take ginkgo biloba anymore because the powers that be just told you that it's dangerous, right? So, but now my parents... Lester Holt says it must be true. Okay. All right, so we're back on Binance Chain. Let's get this over with so we can move on to better things. So, to Trust Wallet Staking, I'm going to do that. Actually, they're owned by Binance. Maybe I shouldn't do that. What the hell. All right, let's do Trust Wallet Staking. How much am I going to do? 3. So we'll delegate 3, and yeah, maybe I should spread this across different validators. But I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do 3 on one. It's not that much. It's only like $1,000 anyway. It's not like I'm putting $100,000 in one delegator. Let's hit delegate and see what happens. Is it gonna work? Let's hit confirm. Is anything gonna ask? Ooh, look, it's asking me on my ledger. Yay. Ooh, approve. Okay. Review. Okay. This is probably the fees. Or actually, this is probably the delegation here. The first one was probably the fees. Let's hit sign. Yeah. I'm just kind of showing you how these things work. And Todd had a great point. Some of the things I do might be slightly risky. You may not be as flippant about your holdings as I am. Where is that ledger? Okay, there it is. Okay. Getting a little off track here. I think I delegated it. Did I? Am I staking? I think I am. But where's my balance? Right? Where can I see it? I would assume that my wallet is going to show me like a missing balance, right? So I would have to go over here. God, if I better remember where the hell staking. Oh, my staking. Okay, here. I was like, what if I don't remember who I was staking it with? Okay, there you go. My staking. Okay, so I've got an active staking of 3 BNB with Trust Wallet staking, right? I don't know what the APR is. It's probably not that sexy. I think we could look at it, right? We can go back to list. I wasn't even paying attention. They're taking a 3% commission on a 6.72 APR, right? So it's not quite as sexy as like, we were looking at Olympus earlier, and, Wonderland were giving me 70,000 APR. 6.2 is nothing to sneeze at though, right? And I can kind of set and forget it because it's just a single pool token, right? I don't have to worry. I mean, you should check back on it occasionally. But that's that, right? So we're staking BNB from our Ledger device, which is pretty cool. So, but let's jump over to something that's got a little more. I just turned the camera off. Let's switch back over to, all right, we're going to go to Terra now. I want to make a deposit. Where is it? There. All right, Terra. So we get into Terra. And let's go over to Anchor. Now, this wallet, right, this Terra wallet, and did we put the Terra in there? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we put the Terra in there. We also have some UST. This is one of the great things about the Terra Luna platform is their algorithmic stablecoin that's tied to the US dollar, right? And there are the Anchor protocol will pay you almost 20% to just deposit your UST in their smart contract, right? That is a really crazy return on a stable coin, no less, right? Not that I'm that crazy about the value of the US dollar lately. Have you taken a look at the gas pump lately? Yeah, anyway. But for all intents and purposes, the US dollar is stable, right? So, all right. So we have UST in our Terra Station wallet, but when we connect to Anchor, I've got that same wallet connected, right? Now, the Terra wallet runs on UST, right? So we need to leave UST in our wallet to pay fees. We should always leave some in there, right? So I'm not going to put it all in here. Let's hit deposit. And instead of the max, right? We don't want to do the max. They give us a, don't do that. Let's do 530, right? We'll leave like $10 in there. It's way more than I need for fees, but I'm going to leave a nice little balance in there. All right, and then this is the Terra Station web extension that is tied to my Ledger device, right? It's going to ask me to confirm that. I don't believe there's anything akin to blind signing in the Terra app, as far as I know. I think the main fear with blind signing is in the Ethereum app, but there are some other apps that ask you to do blind signing. I remember, or no contract data. That's been around a while, by the way. It used to be contract data, and there were certain, like by itself, the Ethereum app could only store, but like if you wanted to use like my Ethereum wallet, myetherwallet.com, you had to enable contract data when you were not using the Ledger apps. It was one or the other, but I think that's very close to blind signing. If I could be wrong, but it seemed like that whole contract data, no contract data, is gone now, and now it's just either blind signing enabled or not enabled. But anyway, we don't have to worry about that in Terra, apparently. Right? And let's refresh. It should be in there now. Yeah. So now we've got close to $5,000 that's earning like almost $1,000 a year, which is nothing to sneeze at, right? Is your savings account doing that for you down there at Chase Bank? Or, even your local credit union, are they giving you 20% on your savings deposits? I don't think so. right? There are risks involved in dealing with all this. There's software bugs, there's hackers, there's crashes, there's rug pulls, there's contract bugs, there's all kinds of risks, right? But you're getting 20% on a stable coin. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see, what else were we going to do? I think it was like, oh yeah, convert some US dollar coin. All right. So I have some crazy, stupid US dollar coin because I have an affiliate that pays me in US dollar coin. I don't know where it is. I just got some the other day. Is it here? Well, I think it is this one. Do you see it? Yeah, there it is. 82. All right, can I move that over to Terra? And if so, how do I do that? There is a thing called Terra Bridge, but it would need to connect to this wallet, which is that same wallet we've been messing around with. Ugh, where'd we go? Okay. So where is Terra Bridge? I guess I just have to. Actually, you can when you do this, it'll show you where Terra Bridge is. There's a link for it. All right, so if I want to bridge from Ethereum, it wants me to connect to MetaMask. Okay, so I need to be in the MetaMask wallet that's connected to this Ledger device, right, which is Ledger H, and I need to be on the Ethereum. I'm assuming I should be on the Ethereum network. Where's that US dollar coin? There, right there, 81.89. Let's hit MetaMask. Okay, and I want it from to Terra. Okay, and I want it to be UST. All right, so how much is this going to cost me? And is it going to work? And will I have to enable blind signing to do it? Let's find out. Let's do it all. Whoops. Oh, it doesn't see it? Oh, come on. Okay, connect. I got to connect the wallet. Let's see if that works. I thought I just did that. It doesn't have, MetaMask is waiting for me to do something. All right. Yes, that's it. Ledger H. Yes, Ledger H. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on now. Wait a minute. It says Ethereum. To Ethereum to Tether, and my arm is getting tired. Can I hold this down for a second? Okay, from Ethereum, and my wallet is connected to destination address needs to be, well, shouldn't it be my Terra wallet? I would hope. Okay. But not UST. And UST isn't even on Ethereum. See, none of these are the coins that I need. This is kind of weird. Maybe I should refresh this. Maybe it'll, like, jog its memory. No, it does not. So it doesn't show any of my ERC20 tokens. And apparently I can't anyway. Maybe that's why. Maybe if I had Luna in my Ethereum wallet, that would work. But I'm not dealing with Luna. I'm dealing with UST. So let's do it this way. Well, we could do Kucoin. We could do, actually, let's do it this way. Let's just do it, because we're going to get low fees. So let's do it this way. Let's do, all right, so we're going to deposit it on Coinbase Pro. Now, Coinbase Pro likes UST because UST is their native token, basically. Okay, I get that. Right. All right. Now let's go back to Ledger Live. Oops. Let's go ahead and send that. Where is it? Here. Let's send it to Coinbase. We'll send it all. I need to be in the Ethereum app now. All right. There it is right there. Whoops. All right. We're in the Ethereum app. So we're going to just send this. It's an ERC20 token, $5.21. That's pretty good because I remember a couple months back I wanted to do this and I was like, it was going to cost me $34 to send like $100 of UST. So Todd is right. I think it was Todd that was telling me that the fees are cheaper lately. That's cool. All right. Now, how long it's going to take to get into Coinbase, I don't know. Could be a day or two. No, I'm just going to, hopefully it'll be short. US ERC20 tokens usually come into Coinbase pretty quick. Okay. I don't see it yet. Let's go back here. Let's double check. Oh, it really hasn't gone out yet. So we can look at that and view and explore. It's probably still pending. Yeah, it's still pending on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay. So it might take a few minutes. So, but here's what I plan on doing is I'm just going to buy Atom. Because I can buy Atom on Coinbase Pro and it's cheap to transfer into Kepler. And then once we get it into Kepler, we can put it into Osmosis and swap for UST. Easy peasy. And although I'm like doing several steps, the fees are like really small. So I'll probably, all those fees, withdrawing the Atom from Coinbase, well, trading the UST for Atom is going to cost me a little bit, maybe 40 cents, 30 cents. Then we make the withdrawal. I think the withdrawal is relatively free. Maybe, 20 cents, whatever. Once we get it into our Kepler wallet, we can deposit it in Osmosis. That's going to be like a penny. And then we can swap it for UST. That's practically free. Man, this is going to take all night. Oh man. I was kind of hoping this would happen sooner than later. I did authorize it, didn't I? Yes. Okay. UST is a Terra Station stable coin. I'm not sure what AUST is, but no, if you look at Terra Station wallet, they have this AUST is like, I think that is their representation of what I have deposited. But I didn't have to make any kind of confirmation, right? When I was in Anchor, I just did a straight deposit of UST. I didn't have to deal with AUST. I don't even know what that means. But I think it's just their placeholder for what I've got. It's weird how it shows up in my wallet, right? There's not much I can do with it. I guess if I were to try and send it, I don't know where I would send it. Maybe that would like withdraw it automatically, but I wouldn't want to mess around with that. I would just use this to withdraw, right? I don't know. I don't know if I could like send the AUST somewhere else and trade it and buy something else. But in order to, withdraw it from the Earn program, I would need that AUST back in my wallet, I guess. But I'm not going to go there, right? I'll just, I'm happy that it's in here. I'll just be fine. And when I do withdraw, I simply withdraw UST, right? I don't have to deal with AUST. But I see it's in the wallet, right? It's kind of weird. But I didn't, intentionally create it. It just did it under the hood when I dropped it in there. Is Luna the native token of the Terra network? Yes, that's correct. This is Luna. We're on the Terra network. This is the native token. Oh, by the way, you can, if you remember, I talked to you guys about the lending program. Like, you can borrow. I've got $2,000 borrowed, which I really regretted doing because I did it when the market was high, and I bought some coins, and like now they're underwater, and I still owe $2,000. So I'm gonna have to wait for those coins to go back up again so that I can like repay my loan. My intention was that I would borrow $2,000, buy some crypto, and it would skyrocket, and then I would just like as an afterthought give them back $2,000 worth of it, right? But didn't turn out that way, right? The crypto that I bought is now worth less than $2,000. But hopefully if the market anyway, that's beside the point. In order to make this borrow, I have this collateral, and you'll see there that I have bonded Ethereum, which was quite complicated, but I did it. And I'm providing collateral with that. But notice here I've also got bonded Luna, and I'm not providing any collateral with my bonded Luna. So what's up with that? Why would I do that? Well, interestingly enough, if you go over here, you can see that I can earn on bonded Luna if it's not being used as collateral. So instead of just letting the Luna sit in my wallet, I can just bond it and I'll earn on it. Now, it's not a lot, but the interesting thing with bonded Luna is I can redeem it immediately. There's two ways to redeem it. There's like the 21-day waiting period or like the immediate but they say that you're not guaranteed the right price or whatever. Sorry. But I've done it a few times and it's not bad. I mean, you might lose $1 here and $1 there. It's nothing, right? But you can immediately convert it back to real Luna if you want to. But it's just been sitting in the wallet for a while, so I'll just let it earn. And when it's, like we hit claim rewards, I can just claim it. Are we still in Luna? I think we're in Luna. Let's claim. Let's see if we claim. Oh, wait, we're in Ethereum, right? Because we transferred those tokens from my Ledger wallet. Let's go back to Terra. Let's go ahead and claim those rewards just for the heck of it. Right, this is the Terra Station extension. Okay, go ahead and authorize that. It charged me UST, right? The UST is what drives this wallet, right, for the fees and stuff. All right, there. Hey, that's done. All right, let's see if we got... I bet you it's there. Is it? Yes. Okay, we got it. All right, so, what? No. We're waiting for UST, right? Still not here? It's not even showing that it's there? It's kind of weird. Huh. Okay. Well, that's dumb. Still not there. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why it's taking so long. It showed that it's completed over here. Well, you'll see that a lot, though. You'll see that it's on the blockchain, it's done, right? But it's something going on under the hood in your cryptocurrency exchange has not made that coin available to you yet. Kucoin, I've seen Kucoin like 24 hours, depending. Every now and then. Most of the time, it's pretty good. Within minutes. But I've had some like deposits on Kucoin that showed completed on the blockchain that did not show up in my account for like a whole day until I sent them, I sent them a support ticket. I gave them the transaction ID and everything. I was like, hey, where are my assets? And then they're like, We don't know yet. And then, but finally they'll go, oh yeah, they're there. Right, basically. But Coinbase usually comes in faster. I'm surprised it's not in Coinbase yet. Plus, it's US dollar coin. It's their favorite. I didn't even see processing yet. But let's do US dollar coin again. Let's just for the heck of it. All right, if we do this again, and we look here, right, 9B73C, we should see that here. To, where'd it go? Did I send it to the right place? From to, I guess maybe I sent it to the wrong place. I don't know. What the hell is this? Did I send it to the wrong place? Maybe I did. God knows where it went. Maybe I was on some wrong thing. Okay, I know there. That's where it's from. I guess maybe. Oh, actually, I think Coinbase won't always generate the same address as a deposit, so you can't always count on that. Some exchanges will always give you the same deposit address for certain tokens, but like Coinbase might do a new one every time you do it. But now I am getting a little nervous. I mean, where the hell is my US dollar coin? Okay, there it is. All right, so it's pending, right? So it's not, but I can breathe easily now because now I know it's there, right? Even though it's still pending, I don't care. I mean, if it takes 3 days, at least I know it's there. Okay. I'll just keep an eye on it. It would be nice if I could do that last little transfer. We're a little over our 8 o'clock mark, but we'll see what happens. All right. This is how you can use your AUST while it just sits there. You can use it on Mirror, which is a cool protocol to farm against mirror stocks. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Thanks for the tip, Todd. Yeah, because like I was oblivious to it. I was like, oh, well, it's just sitting there. Let it sit there, right? But if you can leverage it somewhere else without actually like spending it or trading it, that's pretty cool. All right, I like that. This is how I'm going to copy that into my clipboard. I'm going to put that under ideas. Got a little, yeah. So I could try AUST somewhere else. So I got a scam NFT in the Soulflare wallet. I was scared to even touch it, but few people mentioned over Reddit that they lost their soul when they clicked on it. Should I create a fresh derivation? If you're worried, like I said, I don't know. I guess maybe there's things that I'm not aware of that clicking on a weird NFT might somehow empty your wallet. I don't know. But if you're worried, then by all means, create a fresh wallet and transfer everything into that. If you're worried about a scam NFT, although it just, I don't know, the same thing was like, if someone can send me airdrop me an NFT and I click on it, it empties my wallet, then there's no hope for mankind. Right? So I don't know if that's a thing. It seems that especially if it was a ledger-based wallet, just clicking on a weird NFT would not be able to make a transfer out of my wallet because it's ledger-based. The only way to move crypto out of the wallet is by physically touching the buttons. But maybe it's like a super secret, what do they call that? Super secret probation that Dean Warner put the Animal House on. Maybe it's a super secret NFT that can magically empty my hardware wallet, but I doubt it. Right? But if you're worried, then maybe transfer somewhere else. I think I got in like my Soulflare wallet. It specifically says it's a scam token. Where is that? Just to show you what I mean. I think we saw it in Phantom too. Yeah, there it is. Please, scam token, please ignore. So I'm just going to ignore it. Why am I going to go clicking around on it? But I don't know. You know, if clicking on it is like dangerous, then and you're worried that you might accidentally click on it, then by all means, create a fresh wallet and just transfer. Send it out. Send it out somewhere else. Empty out your soul, and you're like I had. This wallet is just soul, but yeah, play it safe. Like if you're worried and you think something might be amiss, or someone got a hold of your seed phrase or anything like that. Yeah, even if you accidentally give out your seed phrase and then you're like, oh man, I just gave out my seed phrase. You can jump into that wallet and make transfers out of it. But maybe before the scammer has a chance to. Who knows? Maybe the scammer, he's like got a queue of people he's scamming and he hasn't got to you yet. Who knows? There's nothing. If there's still crypto in the wallet, then transfer it somewhere else. A fresh wallet, right? Before the scammer empties you. Of course. You can write Solidity that makes transactions on blockchain without any exchange or DApp. That could be the issue. If someone has no BTC, buying some might be okay. If you already have a position, then meh. Bitcoin. Should I buy Bitcoin tonight? Bitcoin is always a good buy, right? I trust my wallet, but not a website. Well, yeah, the Soulflare wallet is a website, but it interacts with my ledger. So you're not really trusting you're trusting the website to a certain extent, but you trust Ledger. Ledger's just an app, right? Or maybe you want to limit yourself to apps only, which is a little more secure. That's fine too, because it's not that web apps are inherently bad security-wise. They might be a little less secure than an app, but the problem with web interfaces is that they can be phished, and people can come up with faux sites that look similar. Like instead of Soulflare, it's like so1flare.com, and it's not Soulflare. But even if you do that, it's not that if you connect your ledger to that site, they're going to take all your stuff. What happens is when you click to these faux sites, they'll act like they're just asking you for your 24 for maintenance purposes or security purposes or whatever. That's when they get you, right? So, yeah. Let's see. What are we going to do here? Do we have time for this? Let's see. Is it in here or not, for Pete's sake? This is still pending? It's UST, for Pete's sake. It's your coin. Okay, there it is. All right. Now, let's trade for Atom. I think I can do it with UST. No, I can't. Okay, so I'm going to have to US Tether. Come on. Here. Okay, there. Okay. I'm going to have to do that. All right, so that's going to cost me. Or buy. What am I doing? Oh, I'm buying Tether with my UST. Less than a penny. That's not bad. I can do that. All right, now we should be able to buy our Atom. How much is that going to cost me? Boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doo. Okay. Now I'm buying my Atom. Buying my Atom? What am I doing? Selling my UST and buying Atom? No. What the hell am I doing? I can buy 2 Atom? Wait a minute here. Do I already have Atom in here? Oh, there. I'm buying UST. Oh. No, I have UST. This is so confusing. Atom US Tether, right? I want to buy Atom with my Tether. That doesn't make sense. Total Oh, it's not going to let me use it all for some reason. Am I crazy? What am I trying to do here? I have US Tether, right? Do I? I have $82 worth of US Tether, and I would like to buy $82 worth of Atom, if I can. So here's Atom USDT. Is this US Tether? Why does it say I have two Atom? Do I have two Atom? Oh, I do have two Atom. Okay. I already have two Atom on here. No wonder. All right. Okay, so the Tether is 82 Tether. Lord in heaven. See, this is why you shouldn't ask me how to trade, because I do not know. I have $82 in US Tether. I want to sell that for Atom. No, I don't. Okay, there we go. I have 82 US Tether. I want to buy Atom. I should buy more Atom. All right, that's 30 cents. Okay, thank you so much, Todd. I appreciate that. Now we should have like 4 Atom, right? Okay, there we go. Almost 5. Yay. All right, so now we can go over to Kepler. All right, let's do Kepler. We're on Cosmos. That's good. There's that address that we've been talking about before, that TRSH address for my Kepler and Atom, my ledger-based. Let's go back over to Coinbase Pro. Let's do a withdrawal of all of our Atom. Let's get it all off there. I remember I put 2 in there for I was doing a video on how to cash out Atom. Right, there it is. All right. I don't need a memo for my own wallet. Let's send it all. I've done this before. I know this address is mine. We're all good. Let's get our 2-factor. Okay. Okay, that's good stuff. All right, now let's go over to our old friend here, Osmosis. Let's take a look at our Kepler. We're still waiting, right? We should have like more Atom in here soon. We should have like... Okay, AUST can be farmed on Mirror Protocol, just FYI. Thank you very much, Todd. So I'm assuming, let's see, Mirror Protocol. Let's take a look at that real quick. I think I may have it in here. I don't think so. Mirror Finance. Okay, Mirror Protocol app. We want to connect our what? Our Ethereum wallet? Oh, they can do Terra Station? Oh, okay. Let's do that. Whoops. What happened? Okay. Okay, so yeah, we got it connected to the Terra Station wallet. That's awesome. Where's that AO? And we wanted to farm AUST. Whoops. Oh, man, come on. Okay. Let's just try UST. Okay. Am I on the wrong one? Jeez. Why do these people come in the sex people come in late? Yeah, I don't see AUST here. I can trade, I can borrow. Is it here? What was that doing? Anything? Okay. Yeah, I don't see the AUST though. Or I could buy, oh, okay, I could buy something with my AUST and then farm. I guess that's what you're saying. click on one of the percentages. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. This says UST. It tells me it's got that. Oh, he wants me to. Here, I'm going to show it. He obviously sent me a link. Go to farm any percentage. Please follow me. Okay. I don't know what he's going to say. JDO. Anyway, he says it's possible. It might be. All right, so did we get our atom? Did we get our atom? Yes, okay. So we got our atom. So let's go here to assets. Now, there's already some atom in here, but remember, we only wanted that 82, which is only about 2.5. Well, let's just figure it as 3. But God, yeah, whatever. This is the balance from my atom side of the Kepler wallet, right? If you look in Kepler, you'll notice that I have a Cosmos chain and I have the Osmosis chain. In the Osmosis chain, my atom is down here, 16. In the Cosmos chain, it's up here, available balance 6.96. But when I'm in Osmosis and I hit deposit, it sees the balance over on the Cosmos chain, right? So, yeah, let's do 5. Let's do 5. What the hell? Yeah. Now I need to approve this with my, I have to put the right app on here. We're now in Cosmos, right? So we need to use the Cosmos app. Right, so let's get into Cosmos. I think it's this one. Nope, that's Stellar. No, that's Phantom. I see it. There it is, Cosmos. All right, so Cosmos is the app. This is a ledger-based Atom wallet, right? Let's hit approve. 8 cents. All right. So we're still like less than 50 cents in fees so far. Oh, I got to approve this on the device. Let's hit both buttons. Okay, we're going to do an IBC transfer from my Cosmos chain to my Osmosis chain. So we made the deposit. Now we should see IBC transfer shortly. IBC, IBC, IBC. Okay, there. Now we gathered some steam as we went. We started with $82. We ended up with more than that because I had forgotten there was like 2 Atom in my Coinbase account. But now let's trade Atom for UST, right? That was what we wanted. We wanted to convert to UST, right? And we'll do 5, right? Which is 135. The 82 became 135. That's okay. Let's, okay, there, Osmo, it's so low it doesn't even show up in pennies. So it's less than a penny for that, right? So save. All right. So what did we have? Like $5 fee to transfer it from my ledger to Coinbase, and then maybe another 25 cents in trading fees. Maybe I don't know. Of course, they all got mixed up with other assets too, so that's kind of hard to. But anyway, now we've got the US Tether. Let's take it and put it back in, let's put it over in Terra Station. Let's turn off this bridge thing. That was a wash. All right, so here it is. Now, Dan pointed this out to me. We can transfer directly. If we withdraw, we don't have to put it back in Kepler. We can edit this address and put in our own Terra address. But don't use this to transfer to an exchange, right? They tell you that. Now, don't do that. Let's do it all, right? There's no we don't need to keep US Tether in the Osmosis chain, right? Osmo pays fees, right? There was another less than a penny fee there. Let's go ahead and do that. We over here. Sign. Transaction. We're done. Whew. Boom. Transaction successful. We should see it over here shortly. God willing. And now we can get out of Cosmos. Okay, there it is, 147. Pretty cool. Let's get back into Terra real quick here. Let's hit both buttons. Let's go, just put it in Anchor. Let's just drop some more in Anchor. Let's hit deposit. Let's do 100. That's close enough to 82, right? There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we got an even 5,000 earning 20%. Getting closer to 1,000 a year. Right? Good stuff. Oh, my arm is so tired holding this ledger up. I don't know what Todd's trying to do. It's okay. I'll look at it more. I didn't quite understand. You said I could leverage my AUST over there, but I didn't see any AUST farms over there. But I'm assuming what you meant was that I would first trade it and then I would leverage it, I guess. Because I saw I could do UST, but not AUST. I don't know where it went. Oh, I closed it. But yeah, sure. Did you know Bob had 3 apples and the next day Bob lost 1 apple, then gained 3 more apples? How many apples did Bob have in total? You just can't figure that out, huh? Okay, that's kind of weird. It's obviously a trick question. I think he only had 3 apples, right? I know I was right there. I'll look more. I'll play if I figure it out, I'll do it next week. But I can't do stuff under pressure sometimes, like right in the middle. It's like I've always been that way. Like when I'm like on the phone with somebody and they're trying to get me to look something up and I just can't handle it. But then like I hang up the phone and then like 2 minutes later I figured it out. It's just how I am. So I'll poke around there later and see. Anyway, guys, I'm done for tonight. Thank you for hanging in there with me for so long. Dan and JDO, I appreciate it. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. Don't forget, I do this every week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions. I'll do my best to get them answered. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining.